Good morning, folks. Garry here from GBL, the Ole Church, 5 Acre Homestead, and I'm still at the Ole Church actually, Miss Betty and I'm getting ready to go to the spring to get some water to flush our toilets. That's what those big large white buckets are for, and then the smaller ones are just for some drinking water and cooking water and tea and coffee water, that kind of stuff. So I have to head to the spring to do that, and you're welcome to come to the spring with me, and I'll show you how I fetch water this morning. I have a little buddy here with me this morning though, before I take off. Over there sitting underneath the tree in the shade. I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to try and zoom in toward the center of the camera there. I'm just trying to see how close I can get to him now. Is Mr. Peter Rabbit, or Bunny Rabbit of some sort. Here he is, here he goes, here he goes. There you go. He's just gone over around the tree there. Let me see if I can go over. We did some major cleanup here yesterday, here at the Ole Church. As you can see, we have most all this. This is where we had our camper too, and we had a lot of sewer pipe and lots of old wood and some cement blocks and stuff. So Miss Betty and I got at this yesterday, and we cleaned all this up. I cut down all of the weeds that was growing here and the grass. I did another thing yesterday. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I installed this solar light. It's also motion. When it stays on when it gets dark, and it's about 30% working when it comes on, but then when somebody passes by or a vehicle passes by, it goes to 100%. So it's a great light to have here at the homestead. We got this on Amazon. I think Miss Betty ordered this, and we paid like $100 for it. And we put up the aluminum ladder there yesterday, and I climbed up the ladder and installed it up on the electrical pole, and hopefully it'll be allowed, and the company that owns the pole won't tear it off. It's up about 15, 16 feet. Yeah, so just wanted to show you that we did a great job here yesterday cleaning up. We put some pallets back there. I have a shed. I don't know if I told you about that. I got a shed, a metal shed, and I'm going to unbox that metal shed. Oh my goodness, we have two bunnies here this morning. I didn't realize that. There's one right there, and if I go over this way, you can see one in the distance. I'm going to try and see if I can get close to my little buddies this morning. If I can see. All right, here's Mr. Peter. I think that was a yellow chickadee gone. We went through there this morning. There he is. Oh, there he goes. They're gone through the woods. The two of them are just gone inside the woods right there. Yeah, I must get those buckets and put them in the truck. I'm going to put them on the tailgate of the truck up at the spring and fill them up. And hopefully the road won't be too bad that I can leave them there. So I got to put them in the truck. And you're going to come with me to the spring this morning. I'm here at the spring, folks, here in Davidsville, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, filling up our buckets and our little containers there for drinking water for the take back to the Ole Church for our next visit, because we're planning on coming down again next weekend. Here's the spring that I told you about. I think I might have brought you here one time before, earlier this spring actually, pardon the pun. Earlier this spring I came here and this was all flooded and was very difficult to get down to get some water. But I can easily get down there now and put my bucket underneath those pipes there and get some nice, clean, fresh spring water. But I just want to show you around. Look at the gorgeous foliage on those trees, eh? Nice and green, nice dark green. This is a dirt road that leads back to Davidsville in this direction, and not too far up that way it becomes paved road, so the road is not too bad. If I turn this way, take my time, turn this way, just look at the trees again, okay? Very, very gorgeous. Now going in that direction, that'll bring you to the community called Fredericton, Newfoundland and Labrador. And it's a beautiful gravel road. It's pretty well kept up, as you can see. Not a lot of potholes, so it's easy to go down to Fredericton on this old gravel road, but you can get there through the highway as well. But this is where I come, and many others, to get our spring water. Here we go. So I'm gonna go fill up my buckets. I'm gonna leave the white ones on the tailgate. I'm gonna put the little ones inside the truck. And you are welcome to come along with me, folks. Let's get some spring water for the Ole Church 5-acre homestead. Okay, I thought I would bring you closer to the spring, folks, and just show you what I do. I'll just lay my bucket in there like that, and it will fill up from that pipe there. Nice little spring. Okay, people have made a little barrier there to build up the water. A little platform here that I'm standing on. So a nice little spot to come and get some nice fresh spring water. A lot of people comes here to get their drinking water and their cooking water. Okay, it's a great tasting water for sure. So I'm going to fill up that bucket and fill up the other one. And in the next clip, I'll show you my tailgate full of buckets of water. All right, so I have my 4 buckets full. They're going to stay there on the tailgate of the truck. I'm going to go very, very slow back to the Ole Church, folks. Here's another half a dozen little ones just sitting there on the floor. They're safe right there. That's going to be for tea and coffee and cooking and that kind of stuff. I'm going to drive really, really slow, like I said, maybe only about 10 or 15 kilometers an hour, and I'll get back to the Ole Church very soon, hopefully with these 4 buckets of water. So far, so good, folks. Heading back now, like I said, to the Ole Church 5-acre homestead with some spring water so we can flush our toilets and have some drinking water. This old gravel road, not too bad, hey? And just look at all the beautiful trees, and the leaves are out on both sides of the road, and some of the weeds have gone to flower. Very, very nice and beautiful right here in Davidsville for sure. Okay, I'm right at the edge of the pavement here now in Davidsville, and I just wanted to show you the new cemetery. This is the current or the new cemetery that people are buried into now. The one where my grandparents are buried next to the Ole Church is closed up, obviously, and it's just there now for people to go and visit. But this one is where people are buried to now in this new St. David's Anglican Cemetery. In fact, if I moved a little bit closer so you can see the sign, you can see that it says St. David's Anglican Cemetery. Okay, so it's a newer one to the one next to the Ole Church. And I'm, as I said, right at the edge of the pavement here, heading back. Okay, I'm almost back here now, folks. This is where I go down to the beach when I do my morning beach walks. I go down through there. Yeah, if I just turn the camera this way and over this way, you can see there's the Ole Church. Okay, so I'm just going to take my time. This is a gravel road as well. So I still have my 4 buckets. They're still safe. And I'm almost back. I'm almost back to the Ole Church. All right, soon be there, folks. Okay, so I made it back with the water, folks. Gearing up to head back to Gander now, folks. I'm standing here now on the Ole Church Road, and you can see the Ole Church in the background of my pickup truck. It's nice to be able to stand here on this road and look at the land on both sides and know that Miss Betty and I, we own all of this. This is about 5 acres of land, and we're hoping to be able to develop some of it. Not all of it. We'll develop some of it and have some vegetable gardens and stuff like that. We need a lot of more work to do with the Ole Church yet. As you can see, there's still some siding that needs to go on, and we have all the siding inside. So we'll get at that hopefully later on the summer or the fall, and we'll finish getting the siding on. Heading back to Gander now, and I want to thank you always for tuning into our YouTube channel and watching our videos. This is Davidsville, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, and this is the Ole Church 5-acre homestead, folks. This is actually it. And thank you again for watching, and of course, like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share our videos, and also make lots and lots of comments. See you in our next video, folks.